did you make of that this evening?
Yeah, that you knew from before. It was a hard place to come to after a massive European night that costed a lot of energy against a team as Benfica with the traveling and everything. They had all week to prepare this game, physically, mentally, tactically, and they are in a really good form the last couple of weeks. So we knew it was a tough game, and we played a really mature game today. And you have the most of the chances, most of the possession, so you deserve to win. And my team stayed cool also in some heated moments. Was also important to do.
You talked about the efforts of Thursday night. No changes for you today. Are you pleased with the efforts? And I mean, obviously the concern about a couple of injuries, however.
Yeah, but changes or not, what I said before the game, I knew I'm going to make a lot of changes during the game. Yeah, and I'm not happy, of course, that Dojan and Ross had to come off. So it's not a good thing. So we're going to see next couple of days if they will be available for Thursday or not. Yeah, we keep on walking in that road, and we need to find solutions. But the good thing is that all the team is involved in that way, that everybody is working hard to do the work every time, what they've done last couple of months. And I think every player in the squad has been important in that way, and that's been our strength. So we will continue like that on Thursday also.
There was a moment midway through the second half where it seemed that the game was getting a little bit feisty. How important was it that your players were able to keep their discipline?
No, it's really important, and it's what I tell every week. I want to stay with 11. I don't want reckless tackles. I want that they stay on their feet. I don't want that they come in situations like that. So it's important to play to finish games with 11.
It seems like Nick's staff weren't too happy with some of the decisions. Do you believe that both were absolutely red cards?
I didn't see them back, but if you put a hand or an arm in a face, you can get a yellow. That everybody knows, and the tackle was a few yards away of me. It's a reckless tackle with your studs in front, and it doesn't matter then if you break a leg or not. It's just reckless. So I think it's important to get that kind of tackles out of the game, because we've seen the last couple of weeks sometimes where we didn't get this red card. I was not happy about that. Also, that moment. I think it's not good for Scottish football, English football, Belgian football, German football, tackles like that. Players need to know that if you tackle like that you get a red card. It's for nobody good, because it's a danger to injure somebody if you go in like that.
Is that something you've noticed since coming here, do you think? Some of the tackles here in Scottish football are maybe a little bit different to what you've been used to before?
No, I've seen them before also, but then it were red cards everywhere. In France, in Belgium, in Europe. And here some people pass by, sometimes without a red card, today not. I think it's just good for the game that all the players understand that's not the way you tackle, because you endanger your opponent, and nobody wants to get tackles like that. The same like the story of the elbows in the past, in the times that I was playing. You didn't get red cards for that. So it happened also much more. Now this is out of the game, or almost out of the game, because everybody knows if I do it, I risk a red card. So I think it only benefits every player and every manager and every club that these things go out of football. So,
Philippe, when you sent the team to La Manga, you spoke about wanting to increase their fitness levels. When you look at the hectic schedule you've got this now, how impressed are you with the boys' ability just to sort of churn out these games after week?
I think it's very clear for everybody. If you look now and 4 months ago, there's a huge change in that. You see also in all the stats of the team, there's a huge change. But we are not there where I want them to be. But for that, I need a preparation, what they missed, clearly. Because still, people are falling out, coming back, and others falling out. So there are only a few players in the squad really ready for what I want, and that's a competitive team who's there every 3 days with that intensity. So you have a few, like Connor, John, Lenny, Taff, are proving that. And there are a few players growing in that way. But I want the total squad to be ready. But for that you need more training, what I cannot do now for the moment because we have all these games. But the most important thing is the solidarity and how everybody's working hard for the team in whatever position and doing the job there. And that's why we get all these results in a row.
You said before the game that Ryan Jack's come up with a new injury. Can you give us any more detail on that and how long you think he might?
No, I cannot say how long yet. But he took a knock against Benfica and he has a muscle problem now. I cannot say anything about how long now. But of course I wanted him back and to give him minutes today. It's not the case, so we will see. Then is it Thursday? Is it the weeks after? I don't know.
Dujon and Ross, are you hopeful it's nothing serious if they could be back for Thursday?
I'm not a doctor. It's a pity sometimes this season. I would have liked to be a doctor sometimes, but we have a really good one who's really clear in his assessment all the time. So I cannot say now and he cannot say now. So we will examine then the next 2 days to see what's going on. And it's dangerous for me to say it's not serious or it's serious if it's not the truth. I always want to say the truth to you guys. So we will see the next couple of days.
Thanks everyone. Cheers. Thank you.
Cole McKinnon, how do you think about his entrance into the team and coming on playing a few minutes?
Yeah, I'm very positive about Cole. Otherwise, you don't give him minutes against Benfica in that game. Otherwise, he don't come in today also. So he's still a young lad, but he showed really good mentality, work rate in the trainings. He's been growing also on the ball week by week, month by month. And it's positive thing. I said it from the beginnings. For me also, the first thing is to win all the games or try to win all the games. That's my ambition. But it's also important for me to develop young players and to give them chances and to let them grow. And it's important, I think, for Scottish football also that we give chances to young Scottish players that they can grow. We need to look also into that for our European squad because we missed several players on the squad because we didn't have enough Scottish players on the list. So we need to buy it, but we maybe need our money also for other things. Or we need to build them ourselves the next couple of years, and that's one of my objectives also to get players out of academy who can grow to become Rangers first 11 players.
Thank you.